interception first drive, and then scored on the first play from scrimmage where Connor got a seam, and he's just so fast and so quick that you have to, you need to give him a crease, but it doesn't have to be a huge crease, and then he can make people miss at the second level, third level, where that's where the explosive plays come. Never are you really going to block all 11 guys on a given play, but when you get a guy like that that can do some special stuff, you do some of the work to get him there, and then he kind of brings it home. It can make you look good, so it's fun to watch.
I think going into the game we were pretty ready and we were pretty prepared for it, and everything just kind of clicked together. The new installations, the new plays that we put in, the defense, everything was just kind of coming together, and it ended up showed on the field.
Between this year and last year we'd either have a drive like that, or we would be spending, or we'd have a 3-and-out, or we'd have a long drive and not capitalize on it, which is kind of the only three things you can really do. But this year it's kind of just, there's a lot more of those plays where we'd score, and we can still drive down the field and make things happen, like manage the clock, but you just don't need to see it that much because how well they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, we were clicking, but also it's a case where we scored early. Defense was playing well. I thought special teams was playing well too. So we would kind of hold them 3-and-out, get the ball around midfield or a little bit better. So you're talking shorter scoring drives, which helps. And then, high school sports, it's momentum. So once you're up by a few scores, you're getting the ball in good field position. It snowballs. Now, having said that, you can always make a mistake. You can fumble, you can throw an interception, bad penalties, and it's second down and 30, then drives end that way, and we avoided those, so I thought that was a good thing. So it was clean in that sense, and we gave ourselves a chance to be explosive. So.
Stretch! 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 Yes, hit it! Quarterback middle! Look at that.
Everything's starting to come together, and we had a good week of practice that week. We had good scout going back and forth, and just so we were able to put it together and perform on Friday, I think that's all just helped out.
What we've got right now reminds me of a lot of what we had in 6th grade when we went undefeated for the entire season, but every game we had fun with. Like, we were always hooting and hollering on the sidelines and having a good time with it. At practices, we were always having a good time, but doing what we loved. So, I don't know. This season has reminded me a lot of that past time.
So you plan on winning every game you play, but so does everybody else, so it's kind of hard to know. If you had told me we'd be 5-0, I'd be surprised. I'll take it. But yeah, I also thought going into the season that we could probably play with any team on our schedule, and that goes both ways, so we could win any game, lose any game type of thing. So it was in the realm of possibility, but certainly pleased with it. It's a nice place to be, and it gets more interesting from here.
It's just awesome to be 5-0 because just having a winning record, like I know ever since I've been here, varsity's never really had like a winning record, and kind of bad thing is just everyone has a target on us. So it's just because we're one of the top teams in Division I right now, but it doesn't mean anything for us right now.
Absolutely. I think we've known it since last season we were going to be a good team this year. And to prove that we are now 5-0 just feels great.
Going into the season, there was a good shot that we would be 5-0 coming in to this point, week 6 against Bedford, but I thought coming into this point, the trip would be a lot harder. Like, I feel like we haven't had to work as hard as we should have, and I feel like this week we're definitely going to have to work for and earn like what we get.
No, we definitely, in my mind, it definitely was going to be a lot harder. Thought we were going to be in a lot more dogfights with Concord, the Nashua teams, but I'm not going to complain. If we're putting points on the board, it's a good thing.
Beyond belief, honestly. I've been waiting for this game since the end of last year, and we knew too. After losing to Bedford by 1 touchdown fourth quarter last year, that is a crappy feeling, and I'm looking to get a little bit of payback this week, and I've been waiting all season for it.
This is our game. Like, we've been looking forward to this one since we lost to them last year, and that awful one-play thing there. Yeah, this is the week that we're all ready for. It's Bedford week.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Actually being able to play them at our home turf too. We haven't been able to play them here in a while, and it's going to be fun.
Probably, maybe a little more focus, a little, maybe a spike in the energy. In all honesty, we haven't had a problem with that, though. One thing that we've done well this year is we've taken the field ready to play, regardless of who the opponent is, and even if we're playing a team that's having a down year, let's say, we've still been able to come out and kind of be efficient and play hard once the opening whistle hits. So we haven't had an issue with that. I think the kids will certainly be more focused this week, certainly have more energy. Some of the issues we have might be managing that and trying to just remind them that it is a football game. It's 1 of 9 in the regular season, and we need to play well. We need to play sharp, so we can't go out there and try and play with too much energy, lose our minds, and commit stupid penalties and make mistakes and try and do too much. I think that could certainly be one way we would lose the game. So it's got to kind of use it to our advantage, our energy, and not let it get in the way or cause us problems. But I think they want to play well against Bedford. It's a big game in the standings, and it's going to be a great game.
The only thing I'm thinking about is I'm hoping there's a lot of people there. That's what's the coolest part for me. The game's going to be good. I know that. I've known it since I was first asked about Bedford. So that's expected. I'm not trying to think too much about it. It's just normal.
It's going to be insane, I've already been telling every single person in school that they have to be here Saturday. This is the game. On Twitter, people are talking about it. Like kids from Alvern and just random people are tweeting about it. Roger Brown's tweeting about it. He has a countdown going for it. I think just everyone's gonna be here. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be feel awesome because I know it's gonna be homecoming week for us, so it's gonna be a big game for us. We want to win, but we're just gonna see how everything works out and stuff.
It's gonna be nuts. I know, because especially with the homecoming game, it always is always a hyped up crowd for sure, wanting the football team to do their best, and all the kids are supporting their class. We'll probably have the juniors and the seniors sitting separately, like cheering against each other, because that's just how homecoming goes all the time. And especially against Bedford, who's kind of like a rival for us. We missed out playing them my freshman year, but right when it was gotten to D1, we knew that we were going to be going head-to-head against Bedford every year, and that's going to be our rivalry. So it's really, really exciting to know that we're going to be playing our biggest competition, who's also our rival, during our homecoming. So the crowd's going to be nuts, I can guarantee.
I haven't seen a team as good as this Bedford team in quite a while. I didn't get to play Pinkerton last year either. But this Bedford team, as far as their offensive line and the skill players they got, it's impressive. So it'll be a nice challenge.
We're definitely going to have to step it up this week in practice and really key down on what our weaknesses are and try and improve on those. I know their line is really good, led by Bobby Heald. He's a great athlete. I mean, we're just going to have to step it up this week and bring it all that we got.
Just high-profile games. There's going to be you. There's going to be probably a couple other people. I've seen a couple things on Roger Brown's page that's like, oh, Bedford, Goffstown. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people there. And that's kind of exciting.
This Bedford game means a lot to us just because it is Bedford and nobody likes Bedford.
Tomorrow, regular time to be here probably by 11. Specialists will go out around 12. We'll let you know definitely tomorrow, but you need to be taped. You might want to be here a couple minutes earlier. For tonight, we got pasta party with the cheerleaders. Every year we say, you guys have been fantastic so far, so just do it for another year. Behave yourselves, be extra polite, clean up after yourselves, thank the cheerleaders, thank the parents. Did I cover it? Yes. You guys do that for me tonight? Have a good night. You got to get on. This is a cool deal. They don't do this to the soccer team.
If you go to high school at Conval, you don't get something like this. This is a cool deal because you guys are good. They want to see you play. All you guys do here, you guys.
We have a good defense, and they have a power offense, so I think it's going to be quite the head-to-head battle between our defense and their offense, but I think our offense is going to be able to kind of push past their defense a few times, so it might be a low-scoring game. I'd say probably 20s or 30s, but you can never really guarantee it. I guess we'll just have to see.
I think it will be a low-scoring game almost. I think our defense, like I've said before, is just phenomenal, and I think Bedford's going to have a hard time moving the ball against us. As for us, though, I think we'll be getting up there if we practice hard this week and play to our potential.
Like, it's more than just coach speak to say it's interesting and it'll be a challenge. Like, I'm kind of looking forward to it, like almost like a fan would. Like, where I don't know how good we are. I don't know if we can match up with Bedford. We'll find out. You know, predicting scores and stuff. I don't know. I mean, we could make plays. They could make plays. Both defenses are good, so maybe the defense wins the day. I don't know. I couldn't predict it for you, but I'm kind of excited to find out.
I want, like, to earn the championship, to earn the big wins, to earn everything. Like, these games have been nice because we haven't had any of this kind of win in the last 2 years. And this upcoming week will be nice because we haven't had a game like that in a year or so.